everybody, happy Friday. So today is the day before my father's wedding. It is 8 o'clock in the morning and I've just had a shower and I've got a really busy day today. So what I thought I would do is tag you along with me with some of the things that I've still got to do today. I'm on borrowed time. The bridesmaid dress for the girl in France. Oh, let me just roll back a little bit. All the dresses are done. The bride's dress is done with the little jacket. That is now with my dad's partner, ready for tomorrow. The bridesmaid dress for the girl that lives locally is finished and fits her lovely, so I'm really happy with that. My dress is done, which is here, which I'll show you in a second. And the girl from France, if you remember a few videos back, I talked about the worries that I had because obviously she wasn't coming up until the week before the wedding and how that would fit. And it's been a bit of a hectic week. The mock-up dress that I sent her was, her mother pinned it for her and everything, sent it back to me. I made up the dress from that with some space for adjustments in the seam allowances. And when she came up earlier this week and tried it on, it was too big, which is great because it's better being too big than too small. However, it was much too big. It was probably about 2 inches too big. Now fortunately I could take in the side seams, but that did mean that where the halter neck joins the back piece at the side seam, it made the edges out of alignment a little bit. So there's nothing I can do about that now. I've had to totally fudge them together and I've done the best I can. So that's taken a little bit of tweaking over the last couple of nights because I've been working all week. I have got the day at home today, thankfully. So I've got a really busy day ahead of me. I've managed to tweak it so that it fits her now, and I'll show you that in a minute, but I've still got to hem it, so that's my plan today. And yeah, that's where I'm at. So I've also got to go to the post office to pick up some parcels while I've been at work this week. There's been some lovely parcels and I think there's some fabrics amongst those. So that's really exciting. So I'm going to go do that as soon as the post office opens at 8:30 this morning. I've just had a shower, as you can see. I've still got to dry my hair. So, but let me show you my dress and the bridesmaid dress so you can have a quick look. So bear with me. Probably not the best view that you're going to see, but this is the bridesmaid dress for the girl in France. So obviously that's the front, the skirt. It all needs hemming and a really good pressing yet. So I've just pinned the bottom and I'm going to put that on my mannequin a little bit later and make sure that's all even and then get that hand sewn today. But yeah, what I had to do was, it was the side here. If I can just pan up and show you. So you've got a bit of a real kink there because I had to pull in the side by about 1.5 inches. And this has meant that I've had to, because at that point the lining was flipping out a lot, so I've had to just pin that, stitch that down at the side on both sides and take it in quite a lot at the side seam. I've managed to match that up fairly well, I think you can see, but it just needs a little bit of tidying up and on both sides. I mean, it's not perfect there, but it's okay. It fits her fine now, as I say, but it just means this is that big step there and there's a lot of bulk inside there, but it looks nice on, so there's not a lot I can do. I'm not completely happy with it because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, especially when it comes to sewing for other people. Underneath I've still got the lining, as you can see there, to hem, but I'm going to hem the main dress first, and all that needs hand sewing. There's quite a lot of skirt there as well, so when I did the other one it took me about 1.5 hours, so I need to crack on with that today. So that's that dress. Okay, so here is one of the bridesmaid dresses. Now again, I can't remember off the top of my head what Vogue pattern this is, but I will put a link, a little picture of it so you can have a look. And I am so happy with this dress. It doesn't obviously fit my mannequin very well at all as it does the bridesmaid, because the bridesmaid is a little bit bigger around the waist than me, and she does have a bigger bust as well, so obviously it's quite slack on my mannequin. But yeah, the top is this gorgeous sequin fabric. It has bust darts that come in just from here, and there's also, is there waist darts? No, they're just bust darts, 2 bust darts. It's a halter neck style with a gorgeous pleated skirt, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I'll just turn, come around to the back so that you can have a look. I've got another one of these to make, which is for the bridesmaid who is living in France, and the toil that I did for her, I've been told, does fit. Just hang on a second because I'm just going to have to put this down. The back of the dress, now as you can see, as I said, it doesn't fit my mannequin very well at all, but it's got a invisible zip here, which is not zipped up totally at the minute. Really happy with how that's gone in and how my pattern matching has gone. And then these two gorgeous pleats as well. The bottom is a crepe back satin, and I've used the satin side. It's not really shiny. It's at both sides of the bodice. This is the first time that I've ever used boning, and actually it went in really well. The boning is attached to, I used some hemline boning, and it's attached to the lining. I'll show you it in a second. And I've also put some hanging straps in as well, which are just in between the lining and the outer bodice. This was just some very thin ribbon that I purchased really cheaply. The lining itself, I have done a Hong Kong finish with some satin bias binding. I'm going to do that on the bottom of the hem as well, I think. Then at top of the halter neck, it just has a hook and eye, a couple of hooks and eyes at the top. It's not fastened properly there. But yeah, I'm really happy with this dress. So let me just get the boning to show you. So this is the boning. Now, I don't know if you've ever used or seen boning before. There's various different types. I purchased, I think this is plastic boning that is already sewn into a type of fabric. It's hemline, I think it is, that I bought it from Amazon. And basically you just position it on the placement lines on the fabric that you transferred from the pattern, and just literally sew with your sewing machine down the seam lines. The same seam sewing stitch, oh gosh, I can't speak today. You sew down the stitch lines of the boning that's already there and cut it off with scissors, and that's it really. It was really easy. So don't know what I've been frightened of, but I think this was, it wasn't too expensive. It was £3 or £4, something like that. And I've got enough for the other dress that I need to do. And this is my dress. So I am really happy with how this has come out. It's absolutely beautiful. This is a really gorgeous. It's coming up quite pinky on screen, but it's more of a nude colour in real life. It's fully lined inside, obviously pleated bust detail there, so there's no darts. It's quite low at the front, as you can see, but it does cover my bra. Thankfully I can wear a bra with this. A midriff section there, which there's a little bit of puckering because it's lined inside, and I don't think I've got that completely straight. This fabric is like a triple crepe. It's really luxurious, it's gorgeous, absolutely love it. Sleeveless, as you can see, and then the skirt is bias cut. So this is the first time that I've ever done a bias cut dress. Now, because there's so much of this dress, I'm just going to try and show you. If you can see at the side here, there is like an extra panel that you have to stitch on. I don't know if you can see that join there. Because you just can't fit it on the fabric otherwise. So I was a bit worried about how that would look, but I do think it looks quite nice actually. It's French seamed inside, as you can see there, and then a narrow hem. I didn't use a narrow hem foot with this, I just did it on my sewing machine. I'll just turn the camera off and back on again in a second so that I can turn it around and show you the back, because the back is really pretty. So this is the back. Again, it's a really low V. It comes almost down to the waist. Now, when I made this, obviously initially I thought I can't wear a bra with this, but I'm in my 40s, I need to wear a bra. I don't have the biggest chest in the world, however I do need to wear a bra. So what I've actually done is I've bought some of those extender straps that you can just so you can turn your bra into a cross back bra, so you can drop the back really low, and that's worked really well. I got those off eBay. They were about £1.50, something like that. They were really cheap, so I've bought those and that works really well. So it means that I can wear a bra with it and just cross it over at the back, and then it ties around the waist at the front, and yeah, that will work really well. I've added a little diamante button just on the back waist there. Again, as you can see, there is a little bit of puckering where I've stitched down, but you know, when it's on you can't really see it. And then the best bit is this lovely gorgeous drape piece at the back. I just think that looks so elegant and really sort of 1930s style. I don't know, I just think it's gorgeous. It's really pretty. I was a little bit worried about how a bias cut dress would look on me because I'm quite hippie, and I was worried about it being a bit clingy, so I did get some extra lining fabric to be able to line the skirt portion of this. It didn't cling to me, but actually it fits really well. I've made a size 12. I'm not going to put it on today because this needs a good pressing anyway, and I want to keep it really nice and clean, but I will tomorrow take some photos of me in it and then put them up so that you can see. I'll probably do another little vlog of a few pictures of everybody wearing their dresses tomorrow. But yeah, this drape piece was really actually quite simple to do. There is an invisible zipper just underneath there, and I think that's gone in really, really well. As you can see, I'm really happy with how that's gone in. And then there's lots of folds there. This piece is all one piece from the main side portion of the skirt. As you can see, it's stitched down there, and then you fold it over numerous times and it creates this lovely drape. As I say, it does need a good press because there's a little bit of puckering there, as you can see, so it still needs pressing. But there was so much, all this is narrow hemmed, as you can see, and there was so much of this to do. I was just grateful that I could do it on my sewing machine and not by hand, because it would have just taken hours. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with how this has turned out. So hopefully that will look really nice tomorrow. I'll just pan back so you can see. So yeah, so that's my dress. I've also got, I'll show you the shoes that I'm wearing. They're just down here on the floor. These are my shoes. You can see those there. So I've worn these before. I wore them at Christmas, so I think they go really, really well. So yeah. Hello, I'm back from the post office. So I have coffee and I've got parcels and I'm so excited. Right, okay, so let's open these parcels and see what I've been buying. Okay, so bear with me a second. Okay. Right then, so, this is the, oh gosh, what have I got here? Oh right, yes, I bought some Gabardashery. If you watch her, I'll put a link to her down below. She's got a fantastic blog. She's such a vivacious personality. I love her to bits. She, on her latest vlog, I think it was her June makes, something like that. She'd put a picture up of this gorgeous top that she'd made in this really lovely blue and white jersey that I think she picked up from a charity shop. I never have that look. So, but I was just scouting about on eBay and I saw some very similar in this really lovely mid blue and white stripe fabric. So this is a cotton jersey, and let me just open it out for you. So yeah, if you look closely, it's this really lovely sort of mid blue, and I just thought that would be gorgeous for a nice top for my holiday. Really nautical, and yeah, so I've got 2 meters of that, so I'm really happy that's come. I just think that blue is just amazing. So yep, so that's that one. What else have I got? I've got another 2 parcels here, so let's open the second one and see what this is. Okay, see if I can get into it. Okay, so I said that I was buying the stripe fabric for the Tilly and the Buttons Seren dress that I'd seen that she'd linked to on her blog. Now, actually, that's not what I bought at all, because I think the one that she linked to on the blog was white with a blue stripe, and when I went onto Fabrics Galore, they didn't have that. They had blue with a white stripe, but they had this one, which I did really like. So I've bought, look at that gorgeous crepe. So this is a lovely, it's an ivory crepe with a lovely dark blue polka dot on it, and that is just absolutely stunning. So this is going to be for my Tilly and the Buttons Seren dress, and I am really excited to get going on this. In fact, I think it might be the first one that I make, because I really want this for my holiday. I think it'll be so lovely. It's got some nice stretch in this too as well, so that's lovely. I'm pretty sure I got 2 meters of this, or 2.5 meters. I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure I got, yeah, there's no invoice with it, but I'm pretty sure looking at it, yeah, there's at least 2.5 meters there. So there's plenty for that dress. So that's going to be gorgeous. So yeah, really, really happy with that one. And then the last one that I've got, I know what this is. Some of you may know, I have a bit of a thing for flamingos. I absolutely love flamingos, and they are quite popular this year, and that's coming across into fabrics as well. And I've seen some lovely pictures of people with, I'm always on the lookout for flamingo fabric, and although I don't generally go in for novelty prints, but if there's something that's quite subtle, then that really appeals to me. And I saw somebody on Facebook last week who linked to a gorgeous seersucker flamingo fabric, and I've been looking for it for ages, and the only places I could see that I could get it was America, and obviously the shipping costs are just extortionate from America to the UK at the minute. So I asked her where she got it from, and she told me it was from this lovely lady, which is Material Girl Laura, and bless her, she sent me a really personal message. It's to Rachel. Thank you for ordering these lovely fun fabrics from me. I hope you love them as much as I do. Happy sewing, best wishes, Laura. How lovely is that? This is the thing, when you buy from somebody who's like a, you know, an independent small business, you get such personal service like that. So it's wrapped up in this gorgeous tissue paper with a lovely little sticker on there, look. And yeah, I've got some flamingo fabric from her, and yeah, I'm really excited. In fact, I've got 2 flamingo fabrics, but one of them isn't for dressmaking, but I'll show you that as well. So just get rid of that. So here we are. So this is what I've bought. How gorgeous is that? So this is a lovely pink cheesecloth seersucker. It's got a very small stripe to it, as you can see there, with these gorgeous embroidered flamingos on there. That's just lovely. I absolutely love it. So this obviously doesn't fit in with the blue and white theme that I've got for my holiday, and however, I really don't care. I love it, and I'm going to make something for my holiday out of this, probably a dress. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a dress. I think I've got 2.5 meters of this, so yeah, that's going to have to go in the wash right now, because I want to be making something pretty soon with that. But if you've got any ideas of what you think I should make out of this, then please let me know. And then the other one that I got is this. I absolutely adore this. Look at this. Flamingos and foliage. I mean, it just doesn't get any more perfect than that. And that is just stunning. Now, I only bought 1/2 meter of this because it's described as a canvas. And actually, feeling it now, I expected it because I wanted to make another necessary clutch wallet out of this because I love it. But feeling it now, actually you could make clothes out of this. It's not too heavy, I think. I mean, you look, it's even got a bit of a drape there. I think you could make a dress out of this. You could make a jacket. It's just awesome. Look at that. I love it. So yeah, I've only bought 1/2 meter, but I think I may have to go back and buy some more to make. I think this would look amazing in a shirt dress, you know, like the McCall 6696 or something like that. And I might just have to go back and get a couple of meters of this to make a shirt dress, because this is just incredible and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. Okay, so enough of the fabrics. I can't delay it any longer. I'm going to have to get on with hemming this dress, so I will be back very soon. So it's now Sunday and the wedding was yesterday. It went really well. I was so busy that I didn't actually take any video at all, but I will put some pictures in just here to show you my dress and also the bridesmaid dresses. What have I learned from this experience? So when I took this on, I'd never made a wedding dress or bridesmaid dresses before. I'd made my daughter's prom dress, as I've said before, but this was a much bigger task altogether. We're now in July and I started this process back in April, and it's taken up a lot of weekends and a lot of evening time as well. Now, obviously these are members of my family, and for me, I think that it's not something that I could do as a sort of, I'm saying as a business, but as something that wasn't any more than a hobby. I have found it quite stressful working to those deadlines and time frames, and sewing for me is very much a hobby. And I think the biggest thing is that I've learned to be able to fit my body, and being able to learn how to fit other people is an altogether massive task in itself. So I don't think it's something that I would want to do moving forward, because it just removes the enjoyment out of sewing for me. But I've enjoyed the experience. We had a wonderful day yesterday. The weather was glorious, and yeah, I'm it's been a big learning curve. So anyway, I'm pleased how the dress has turned out. Everybody looked wonderful. So yeah, it worked out in the end. Okay, so that's it from me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye.